I am trying out this Sophia Richie version of this bun. You know what I'm talking about? I always do a sleek bun, but hear me out. Do you see how the shape is going back? Like, normally I comb it down. So I thought I'd try this out. This side I'm okay with, but this side I don't know if it's like my hairline. Something's not vibing on this side. I feel weird, but that's okay. I'm still just gonna rock it. I put on some hoops, so I feel cuter. I'm using this R&Co pomade stick, which is like my favorite, just to like get it all down. What's up, you guys? I feel like it has been forever since I've done a chatty get ready with me kind of video. I've done some vlogs, but even with vlogs, I feel like there's something about sitting down, doing my makeup, and just hanging out that feels very connecty. Let me do my makeup while I'm talking. I've also very much enjoyed recording on this camera as opposed to like my big filming camera setup. It just feels more natural, and I feel like most of you don't even notice a difference, so that works out. Shit's going everywhere. I have been just trying to get my shit together. I feel like time is just flying and I cannot keep up. Side note, I just went to Amanda's house and she cleaned all of my brushes for me with this like fancy gadget. I'll have to get the information from her on what it was, but it like goes into a bowl and spins your brush and completely cleans it in like 2 seconds, and then it's also dry right after too. It is some sorcery. But look how gorgeous all of my brushes are. I haven't had like all clean brushes in years. Yeah, time has just been like flying by. I feel like as soon as Monday comes around, I'm like, cool, I'm excited for the week. I'm excited, whatever. And then before I know it, it's Friday. And I'm like, where did this week go? Time, I just can't seem to like stay on top of it. I feel like I'm always behind. I don't know. Maybe it's just I've had a lot going on and that's why, but I just feel like I can't grasp time right now, and I'm just I'm just trying. I'm just hanging in there. I am using my bougie Chanel foundation. This is still, I think I bought this last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago now. She's bougie, but I love her. And I just found like with makeup, I just like rarely wear it anymore, which maybe I should change that. I feel like maybe I should wear makeup more, because probably would make me feel a little bit more put together. Oh, also, excuse the mess, or don't excuse the mess, I really don't care. This is like where I store all of my, not store, but like I'm in the middle of decorating for Christmas. I'm actually filming it this weekend. Again, a little bit behind. I planned on doing it before, but it's fine. But yeah, my attic is in the hallway on the ceiling, like right there. All of these boxes are empty and they need to go back up in the attic. And normally I would just do it. But you know what? I'd rather just wait and let Ruben help me. I just put it all in here and we'll do it this weekend. Yeah, like usually something like that I would get in my head, and actually I did get in my head before I filmed, and I was like, shit, I have to move all those boxes. They're ugly, they're not aesthetic. And I was like, let's stop overthinking everything. Yes, it's a mess back there, but that's just real life. That is what it is. And I don't know, I'm trying not to like care so much about that stuff, because it's exhausting to try to be perfect and like not even be perfect. It's not about that. It's to appear perfect or to appear a certain way. And I think that's easier said than done, because I feel like it's obvious that like being authentic on the internet is what everybody wants. Yes, but actually no. I think that people say that, but then as soon as somebody does anything that's less than perfect, there's like a million people that are right front and center there to like point out the fact that you're not perfect. So that's fine and dandy. People say that they want people to be genuine, authentic, and be real only when it's comfortable for them. That's what it comes down to. So I just know, like, if I didn't point out the fact that, oh, these are my Christmas decorations, don't say anything, I know someone's gonna say something. So I feel the need to say it. You know what I mean? It's such a weird, the internet is weird. My MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NW20. Put that under the eyes, and I think I'll probably have to mix in something a little bit darker just so that it isn't so insanely bright. That should be good. I seriously feel like my forehead looks so big with my hair like this. It's like, yeah, anyway, what's new with you? Are you guys excited for the Christmas holiday season? I feel like it snuck right up. I am still stuck in September. I do have pretty much everything decorated. What I decided to do this year is decorate on my own time, like without recording it. And then what I'm going to do is area by area in my house, I'm going to like redecorate, because I've found that I end up changing my mind. Things need to move around. I almost need to sit with it for like a day or two just to see if I really like the way that I decorated, and that's how I want to share it, you know? So that's what I did, and now I'm gonna record it in a couple days, so I'm excited. Yeah, that seems to work for me. I did that with my fall decor this year, and it went so much faster. Like, recording it was so much faster, because I've found in the past I would record and then I'd be like, oh, you know what, I actually don't like the way that looks. I'd have to re-record, and it ended up being like hours of just like re-recording stuff. I'm like, that's stupid. Let's just figure this out before recording. But the decorate videos are like my favorite videos to do every year. And this year, I haven't bought any new decor. I bought some bells for my front door, but I put them on my door and they're actually extremely annoying. So I'm going to bring them back. And I bought a little cookie jar from Home Goods, and I think I'm going to return that too. I have a different one that I'm going to use, and it just makes more sense. So this is the first year that I haven't like bought any Christmas decor, and it just feels great. I feel like I'm just, the older I get, the more content I am with like things. Like, even with my makeup, I'm just fine. Like, I would maybe like a new lipstick, because I've been seeing just like more sheeny lipsticks, and the majority of the lipsticks I have in my collection are very matte, and I would like to update that. But like in general, like I don't know. I haven't been like buying things, and I got so many requests to do like the Sephora sale, like a haul for the Sephora sale. I haven't bought anything. I didn't buy anything in the last one either. I don't think I did. I don't know. I'm just tired of buying stuff, and I've been seeing a lot of people saying the same thing online, just like inflation is real. Life is, oh my God, I keep dropping stuff. Life is just really real right now, and it's like the last thing I care about is updating my Christmas aesthetic. It's like I'm content and happy with the way that it looks, and I would like, ideally, I'd like to like maybe get like one new thing each year, but so far like nothing is really. The only thing that stood out to me were my bells that I got, and they turned out to be very annoying, so they're gonna go back. But yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun recording those Christmas shop with me videos, and it's really just for fun, just to get excited, see what the themes are, look around and observe, and just get into the holiday spirit, whether I buy something or not. By the way, I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, because it's been a while. I feel like it's been, I don't know how long since I did a Get Ready With Me. Even my vlogs, those Christmas Decorate With Me videos, I recorded, or not Decorate With Me videos, Christmas Decor Shop With Me videos. I recorded it all in one day, and I spread it out. You know, so it's just been a minute since I've filmed. Okay, there's so many questions about how am I feeling and how am I doing. That's really kind. Thank you for asking me that. I like that you guys you care about me. That's sweet. I'm okay. Like, I'm not amazing, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm trying to stay optimistic in life. You know? I guess that's just like a very honest answer. Like, I'm not doing shitty, but I'm not doing amazing. And that's okay. I'm working on not being anxious in life. That's very difficult. I used to not really be anxious ever, but just, life has just happened, and, adulting has made me anxious, but that's okay. So I'm like working on that, working on trying to stay consistent. I saw a lot of questions about how I stay like motivated and consistent with like healthy eating and the gym and stuff. You know what is so interesting is eating has always been easy. Not always, that's a lie. Eating for the last few years has always been very easy for me because eating healthy just makes me feel amazing. And I always struggled with staying consistent in the gym. And especially this summer, for like 2 months, I didn't go and I was in like a gym rut and I was like, how am I going to be able to like get myself to go? Because motivation is fleeting. It's all about keeping a consistent routine and just being dedicated and, there's a word that I'm looking for. But yeah, just being dedicated and consistent with the gym and with your routine and not letting whether you go or not be based on whether you're motivated or not. That's not even a question. So anyway, only going if I was motivated to go during the summer, and then just kind of like something switched in me and I just started going again, and now I just really enjoy going. As long as I do something every day, I'm happy. I walk every morning. I try to go at night as well, but like before the sun sets, but now with daylight savings, the sun starts to set at 3:30, so I have to go at like 3:30 now, which it's just weird. But I try to go twice a day with my dog for only 30 minutes. And it's very quick. It's a nice way to like split up the day as well, and it just feels really good. But yeah, like it's funny because lately I have switched from like really being excited about food to now being more excited about working out and enjoying that. And I've actually been in kind of a weird place with my food. I'm going to be very candid and honest. This is my experience. And honestly, like I always hesitate to share this stuff because I'm not looking for advice. I'm not looking for anyone to tell me what I should be doing because I can't. If I see a comment that starts going into that, like I'm just not going to read it because I can't handle it. I have found so much happiness within my body, within my mood, the way that I feel, like a million times over when I'm eating in a very strict ketogenic lifestyle. That has just been my experience. And over the years, I've kind of second guessed myself because so many people on the internet will tell you, I mean, you can find whatever you want on the internet, technically. Like you can find somebody that says that's optimal and someone that says that's not optimal. For me, it was always very easy for me to do. I felt free doing it. A lot of people see it as very restrictive. And for me, I just never felt that way. To me, I felt more restricted having a lower fat, higher carb lifestyle. Anyway, it just became very loud where if I shared anything that was keto, or even if I didn't share it, if I was just scrolling healthy stuff, hearing people talk, there's like a flake in my hair, hearing people talk negatively about like a ketogenic lifestyle would make me feel like I was damaging myself in some way, like that wasn't good for me and like I just want to be healthy. And so the last 2 years, on and off, I have like tried different things. And it's not that I've tried different diets because I've never even looked at it as, I don't want to say never. I just don't look at keto even as a diet. It's just it is more of a lifestyle because nothing is off limits for me in that way. It's like if I just eat these things that I know that make me feel great and then I go out and I want ice cream, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? And it's just when I eat that way, I feel amazing. But anyway, it just had me second guessing that if that was healthy or not because of what people say on the internet and people talk about hormones and all these things. So I started incorporating more things and just really trying, and then it wouldn't work. And I would be like, okay, I need to like just do what I know makes me feel good. But then I do it again over and over and over again because I keep seeing things online, and especially on TikTok, which yes, I re-downloaded TikTok, but it's been a very healthy place for me. It's basically my For You page is literally all Taylor Swift. So it's a very happy place on TikTok right now, except for there's also health stuff in there, and that's what gets me second guessing. I have decided literally within the last 2 days, screw it. I am going to do what makes me feel good and not second guess it. If I need to go and get like tests done and whatever just to show that I'm okay when I'm eating that way, maybe that's what I need to do, not for anybody else, but for myself, because I think that all of this to say I'm not doing good with my food right now. I'm eating healthy, but I feel like shit. Actually, I don't even want to get into the specifics of what I'm eating just because I don't want people to dissect everything. Anyway, basically I'm having more carbs than normal right now, and I just don't feel my best. And I don't know, I just finally came to a conclusion the last couple days that it's like I realized that I'm actually not honoring my body by second guessing everything that I'm doing. Even though I'm looking for my contour brush and I can't find it. Even though with what I'm doing, I'm trying my best to be healthy and do what's best for me, I think in the process, I'm ignoring just what has been good for me in the past. You know what I mean? In hopes to try and find something different when I was never unhappy with eating that way in the first place. It's just everything got into my head. So I almost didn't even say anything about this just because, again, I just really can't handle the noise of someone telling me otherwise. And I'm going to do what works for me. And I feel just a little bit, I feel kind of free even just like making that realization. And I'm fully aware that that isn't for everybody. And I've heard some people that actually it doesn't work very well for at all. And that's okay. I think that we're all just built very differently. And I need to respect that about myself instead of like going against it. There's something about like seeing someone that like eats like a high carb meal with everything. Like it just seems like in my head, I'm like, I think we're just so programmed to think that is health, you know, and it doesn't look any other way, instead of realizing actually like that's not the one size fits all way, you know? So I don't know. That's kind of where I've been at with that whole thing. And it's been difficult for me because I just haven't felt good at all. Like in my body, I have felt a huge disconnect, to be honest. Like I just feel like there's this brain fog and like I cannot think straight. I feel like I can't make a decision for myself. I feel just so confused. And I know that I have never felt more clear-minded when I'm eating in a way that my body just like thrives on. That's kind of everything that I've been feeling in a nutshell as far as like health and wellness and workouts and eating goes. Some of the workouts that I've been doing. So I stopped F45. I think that was so beneficial for me to get back into a gym routine. That's what I ended up doing in the summer when I was just in a rut, hadn't gone for 2 months, and I needed something where I would sign up for a class just to like make me go. And it worked. It was really great because it made me go. And it was nice to be in community, and I started going with a friend, and it was great. And it kind of worked out because my friend and I both at the same time were kind of ready for a shift. So I canceled F45. Number one, it was very expensive. Number two, I just wanted something different. I didn't want to always go to the gym and do cardio. Which at the time, like it was great for the time that I did it. So now this is kind of like what my workout routine looks like now. I try to move my body every day, again with the walks, but then I do an incline walk on the treadmill. It's basically a version of 12-3-30. 12-3-30 is just a 12 incline at a 3 speed for 30 minutes. I'm short. I'm only 5'2", which funny enough is another question that was in my question box on Instagram. But I'm 5'2", so 12-3-30 is a lot for my short little legs. So I like to do about 2.8 speed, and I'll do it at like between a 10 and 11.5 incline, because 12, I feel like my knees are like hitting my chest going uphill. So yeah, as long as I'm like, I don't go under 10 for that, and I feel good with that. And that like, I'm dripping sweat at the end of that. So I do that. And then Amanda's boyfriend is an Olympic weightlifter, and back in, was it the summer or the spring, he made me like a little workout routine for me. It only takes me 20 to 30 minutes to complete, depending on how fast or how, like, not how fast, but just how short my rest periods are. And he put that together for me, and it's just like your simple movements. Right now I'm doing, I would say it's about 6 exercises, and right now I'm doing 4 sets of 12. I'm liking it right now, and it's all just like your simple movements, and each day is a full body. So I'll do that Monday through Friday. But again, there's flexibility. So some days I won't do that, and I'll just go to hot yoga, and it feels good. On the weekends, I like to do step aerobics. That is so much fun. And I haven't been as regular with that because for some reason, because it's the weekend, I like in my head, I think, oh, it's an off day and I should like, it's the only time that class happens. So I need to get out of that mentality and just go because I enjoy it. It's not even so much about like losing weight or whatever with step aerobics. It's like I enjoy that class and the way that it makes me feel, so I love it. I got some questions about ballet too. I haven't been going. I only did it for like a month and a half. The reason I stopped is honestly it's just so far away. It's so far away from me. It's an hour drive, but I would always leave an hour and a half early because of potential traffic because I live so far away. And it just became like, it would take up like half my day to do. And I just, I didn't do it. I emailed like 4 different dance studios in my area, and none of them do adult ballet, and none of them will take private lessons. So it just is what it is. I think what I need to do potentially is just YouTube some stuff. It's not the same, obviously, but I don't know. The step aerobics kind of gives me that like dance feel because you're doing like different combinations. So it kind of gives that vibe. So maybe that's why I like that so much. But yeah, I haven't been doing the ballet. I also got some questions about therapy. I haven't been going. I loved my therapist and I'll go back again, but I just needed a break. I was going consistently since the beginning of the year. Just emotionally, I just needed a little break. I needed some time to just, I don't know, just step back. And I just, it's kind of hard to like dissect everything, dissect all your feelings, your thoughts, your traumas, like all of that stuff. And I just was like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. And also it's expensive. So I just needed a break. I'll go back at some point, just, need a little break. Can we all just briefly talk about Taylor Swift? I think having my feed on TikTok be primarily Taylor Swift has just brought me so much joy in life. It is such a fun little community, and I have had so much fun following along with all of the clowning and guessing and decoding. And I literally the other night when I made dinner, I watched a live stream of someone else live streaming at the Argentina concert. And I have no regrets. It was fantastic. Just her with Travis Kelce. It's just so much fun to watch. And I feel like a little, like a high schooler again, It's just so much fun. I saw a TikTok of someone say that she thinks that we're all excited because, like, they don't really make rom-coms anymore. And this is giving rom-com sort of vibes. And I was like, that is so true. And that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm watching just like a little romance take place in front of our eyes. And it just seems so wholesome and genuine. And it's just a lot of fun. Oh, also in the questions, I got questions about the podcast. It's coming soon. I'm not going to tell you when. It'll be a surprise, but it is coming soon. And it's going to be amazing. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But get excited. And when I saw those comments in my question box, it made my heart go pitter patter. I feel like the podcast is something that has just kind of lit fire under me a little bit. I feel like I've had this like back and forth feeling with social media because it has changed so much, and I've struggled with whether or not what I post online is even like worth posting. I still feel like everything is just like but why are you watching me? Like, that's how I'm like, I don't get it. I think I have a lot of like deep thoughts, deep feelings. I'm starting to feel things. That's a good thing about going to therapy. I started feeling feelings, which is amazing. I think the podcast has just created a safe space to discuss big topics and big feelings. And those of you that watch and listen are right there with me. Either we don't have to be going through the same things, but you can relate on some level to something. And so it just seems like a place where I am attracting the kind of audience that is in a similar-ish place as me, which has been a lot of fun. So the fact that we have been on, I've just been on like this little break with the podcast right now to do all of this fall and holiday content. And you guys are just excited for the next season. Just makes me so excited that you haven't like forgotten about it and you still listen to it. I looked at, there was a brand new review on there recently, and it just like makes my heart so happy that you guys also love that just as much as I do. I don't know, a lot of times with YouTube, you get the stray person that's just like bullying you for something so dumb. And it's like, that just doesn't seem to happen with the podcast. You guys are just, I don't know, the vibes are right. And I am excited for the next season. And you guys are going to be excited. You're going to love it. I've got some things up my sleeve with the podcast, and it's going to be great. So it's coming soon. Stay tuned. Ooh. Random. Do you prefer pumpkin or apple pie? I love them both, honestly. I don't know if I could choose because truly I think it just depends on my mood. At Thanksgiving, I will have like a pumpkin pie and then I'll be like, I need an apple pie. I don't think that I could choose one or the other. I need a little bit of, balls. I need a little bit of blush. I love my MAC blushes. I can't stray away. You know what else I really love? The Becca blushes, and you just can't buy them anymore, and that's really sad. But they were phenomenal. I'm so sad about that you just can't buy them anymore. So the look that I'm doing today that I'm kind of wanting to do is another Tennille J. That's how you say her name. This look that Tennille J did on Instagram, like this girl is such a knockout. This model, it's like a neutral brown smoky eye with a wing, but she also does like the inner. It's just a vibe, and I know it's nothing new, but that's just who I am these days. I am, like, not into doing anything crazy. That's another thing with content. I built my whole YouTube channel on, like, making makeup tutorials. You guys, I'm just not, like, gonna do that all the time. I finally seem to, like, be coming to terms with the fact that I'm not excited about that anymore. I go through spurts, but just chilling and doing makeup just seems more my style these days. And I don't know. Someone asked how my head is. I don't know what that means. Something going on with my head that I don't remember? Okay, let's move on to my eyebrows. We're gonna zoom in a little bit. So for my brows, I've shown this, I think in my last Get Ready With Me. I love the Glossier Boy Brow, and I've been loving this Too Faced Fluff and Hold brow gel. There's a hair in it. This is clear, this is tinted. I kind of just go back and forth with these to begin with, and then I fill it in, and it seems to be helping. Also, I did just tint my eyebrows yesterday, and that's so helpful. But yeah, I just go in with the clear first, get them looking fuller, like already. Big difference. I started doing this before I go to the gym too, just to make me feel less fugly. It kind of helps a little bit. Go with the boy brow, make it just a little bit darker. Oh, I got some questions about like mental health and like the winter blues. I don't know if I'm really the one to ask. I've struggled a lot in the past. Right now, even though I'm like being brutally honest and I'm like, I'm not doing the best, but I'm not doing the worst. And I think that something that I'm going to do this year that I think will be tremendous on the winter blues and beating the winter blues is I'm going to continue my daily walks. And I've told myself, and I've made an agreement with myself that as long as it is 20 degrees and over, and as long as there isn't like snow on the trail, that I will continue to get in those walks that I have promised myself, at least one walk a day with my dog. And the reason why, if it is colder than that, I'll have to Google and see like what she can handle, because I don't want to take her out too long. So if that's the case, if she can do even 10 minutes, I'll take her for 10 minutes then and just do multiple 10-minute walks in the day just to get our body moving and get some vitamin D exposure. I also take a vitamin D3 supplement. I notice an absolute difference with that. So, and I also started incorporating magnesium because I've heard that you need magnesium to actually absorb the vitamin D, something like that. It is a vitamin D, K1 and K2 mix, which also you need the K1 and K2 to absorb the vitamin D. So that's something that I'm doing to help. And I think just continuing to stay active and nourish my body is really helpful. At the end of the day, though, it's hard. It's really hard. And the sun sets at 4 and it feels like, okay, well, my day's done. And then you, like, I'm going to say I end up not doing anything from like 4 to 10. That's crazy. So coming up with some routine, I think, is something that will be helpful. I mean, I already have a routine, but just sticking with that routine, I think, is helpful. Getting out of the house, even making plans for like 5 o'clock. That would be great. Going to a workout class. Actually, I've been doing nighttime workout classes and it's been really nice because it gets me out of the house. It feels like it's the middle of the night, even though it's like 6:30. But I don't know. There's something about like going to a nighttime workout class that's been nice. So I think maybe that's something I should do. Even if it's just like a stretching yoga thing. Still did my morning workout and then just did yoga at night. I feel like that would be really cool. I don't know. Something like that. If you have any tips, please leave them down below because yeah, wintertime's a bitch. Question. While I've been, talking about TikTok, whatever. I have come to a happy place with TikTok. I've started creating some little stupid videos, honestly, like nothing crazy. If you are a TikTok watcher, what is something on there that you love watching? Personally, for me personally, I'm not watching like quote unquote influencers per se. So what do you watch? Like, what do you guys watch? I'm gonna go in with some primer. You guys know I love this. Probably will like never stop using this. I'm obsessed. Even with YouTube, I think that's where things get confusing with social media. Like, well, what do I do where? Like I don't know. And as soon as I feel like I've got an idea of like how to balance it all out, I'm like, I get confused again and I'm like, I don't know how everybody does it. Someone asked on the questions, what palette have I been using? What eyeshadow palette? And honestly, I have been dabbling a lot into my MAC palette of just single eyeshadows. I've been using that a lot recently. And I also have been using this. Oh, this is so dirty, but this is my Makeup by Mario palette that I got last year, the Ethereal Eyes, because primarily the shimmers in here are just glorious. So today I'm going to do an all matte look, mixing these all together. I'm just going to wash this over the eye and do a very easy smoky look with a liner. It's like what I'm in the mood for today. We are just popping this in the crease. I've still only used just one brush and just mixed all that shit together. And now I'm just placing the more cool toned shade just all over the lid. Okay, so I want to brighten up my inner corner. Start with a matte shade first, just to give that brightness. And now I'm gonna grab Nylon from MAC, the one shade I know that I did use, and pop that right on the inner corner and right at the tip of the brow bone. I want to attempt to not do such a thick liner. Anytime I do winged liner, I end up with like a thick block and I don't hate it, but that's what ends up happening. So in the inspo picture, she has more of like an elongated, like thinner. So I'm gonna attempt, we'll see what happens. This is the Flash Cat Eyeliner from L'Oreal. I'm happy. Hey, listen, she did an inner corner, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. Because the last time I did it, I really messed it up and it messed up my makeup and I'm just not in the mood. Do I want to smoke up the liner? Let's do lashes and lips and then I can figure that out. Use the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. Pop that on first and then I'll go in with the lashes. We can move on to the lips. I need to get some new lipsticks because all of mine are just so matte. It's too matte, but it's okay. I am going to use Cool Brown from Anastasia to give the initial outline, and I'm kind of going for an outline look. So let's go for it. Okay, and then buff it out. I think I'm gonna grab Bitch Perfect from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna use the Morphe setting spray. Whew. That's the finished look. I love how this turned out. This is a look I've been wearing recently when I do get ready to do something, if I'm going anywhere. Okay, let's be real. I went out 2 times in the last month. Once for a birthday party and once on a date with my husband. So, and this is basically what I did. I did like a smoked out wing, nude lip. That's it. That's the look. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thank you for asking your questions. Thank you for being interested in my content. I just really appreciate you being here. Let me know just whatever you want to let me know down below. Let me know what you're up to this holiday season. What are you excited for? What are you, what's on your mind? But that is it for me today. I'm gonna go probably go to Starbucks, get a change of scenery, get out of my house, and edit this video so I can have it up for you so we can chit chat. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be chatting with you down below. Thanks for watching.